Well, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Field Trips. Welcome back to Eagle Nest, New Mexico. I'm here at Camp Eagle Nest. Sweet little RV park right on Eagle Nest Lake. You probably can't see it there, but it's right over there. I'm looking at it. If you caught last episode, we went out on the lake with my good buddies, Jeff Sherwood and new buddy, Gene Cooper. We went out on his boat, caught a bunch of pike, including one of the biggest I've ever caught in my life. We caught yellow perch, trout, and then we did a big old, good old-fashioned fish fry for you guys. Super fun way to kick off my time here in New Mexico. Today, completely different, switching gears. I'm gonna do a little solo fly fishing mission. The Rio Grande, which being a Texan is an iconic, legendary river, forms the border of Texas and Mexico. It flows up here through Taos in this area. It's a little bit of a drive. On the way, I'm told that there are a ton of elk that are calving right now. They're having their babies. There's bighorn sheep in the area. There's prairie dogs freaking everywhere. They're like rats out here. We're gonna drive around, do a little sightseeing, then we're gonna get to the river. I'm gonna go up there. There's a bridge, the John Dunn Bridge, we're gonna drive to. That's kind of a recreation area, I'm told. People go there and swim and drink and hang out. I don't really know. I don't have any intel on what to throw. We're just gonna get down there and wing it, hike in, see if we can't catch some fish on the fly. All right, guys, made it to the mighty Rio Grande. Looks a lot different than it does down in Texas, but tons of water to fish here. I actually went to the Red River first, and I just didn't understand what it was gonna be like. It was totally overgrown on the banks, and I just really couldn't make casts. So I came here, and this looks much more fishable. I've got the 5-weight from Orvis, and I've got the Centron Light, a little ultralight spinning combo from Cast King. But really, we're gonna be fly fishing for most of this. But just beautiful out here. There were a bunch of people kind of swimming and recreating at the bridge where I had to park. So I'm gonna go a little ways down and try to kind of get away from the crowds, get away from all that commotion. There were people fly fishing right below all these people that were swimming and jumping in the river.
How's it going?
Good, man. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Nice day out.
Catching some?
Oh yeah, it's been really good.
I'm not from around here. It's my first time. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good day for it.
Yeah.
Most everything's been really small because they just dumped a bunch of really small rainbows in at the bridge.
Oh, they stock it up there?
So like a lot of the things we're catching are like 4 inches.
Sure.
But we've only been here for a few minutes. I just got like a 12-incher.
Oh, man.
Okay. All day, that's all they are.
What is that, a rainbow? Or?
Yeah, a little rainbow.
Yeah, nice. That feels like a waste of time. All right, so some of this is gonna be a little hard to see, but at top, I've got a big hopper, big grasshopper. I don't really expect anything to eat that, but you never know, I guess. But really that's gonna act as my float. Then down below it, I've got this little nymph, weighted, and then below that, I'm doing kind of a double dry dropper. So dry fly, like a topwater, with 2 nymphs below it called droppers, and that thing is tiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I may end up putting a smaller dry fly on if I think they'll actually hit it, like if I start seeing fish rising, but for right now, it's really just acting as my float. Let's give it a few flicks, see what happens. Nice and easy here. Oh, I don't know if that was a bite or if I hit bottom. Oh, I see a fish flashing on it. Oh, there was a trout flashing on this. There was definitely a trout. Looking at my nymphs under the water. Flashed on it a few times and I think he actually bit it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Right away. Took no time flat. Little brown trout. Oh, sweet. That took no time at all. That was like my 3rd little flick. Ah, oh, beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful brown. That is amazing. Just got started. There we go. Beautiful brown trout here in the Rio Grande. Let's get the hook out of this gal. Oh, I think it is free. She's free, and we'll set her on her way. Bloop. Sweet. Oh, that was awesome. That worked out just like it was supposed to. All right, well, first stop, first few flicks success. And I had some other trout on the subsequent flicks that were flashing on it, you know, swiping at it. I think I missed a couple actual bites. This is a little bit sketchy here. But yeah, first little stop, caught a brown trout. We're off to a good start. And the trail is a little precarious through here, so I'm gonna quit filming and just make sure I don't break a leg as I'm getting down this stuff. Another little run coming up here. I'm pretty much ignoring all this flat, calmer water. I just don't think that's where they're gonna be. This looks promising, and maybe right above this, potentially. All right, so I swapped out my dry fly for something a little smaller, something that might actually get hit itself. And we're gonna make a few flicks here. It's kind of the bottom of that run I was just fishing. A little bit deeper. And that's good. This dry fly is still floating those two nymphs. Even though it's smaller, I was a little worried. Got him. Oh no! Oh my gosh. An overkill there with the net job. He's tiny. So this is one of those little stalker rainbows he was talking about, I assume. Well, I reckon size does matter here, but beautiful little bow. Pretty little rainbow. Set him free. Sorry about that, buddy. You have a great day. Whoop. There he goes. Sweet. Second species. Just a little guy, but that's okay. Oh. I just had a bite. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. That's another little rainbow. And he hit, so he did hit the RS2, the little baby fly at the bottom. So I think that is worth keeping on there. And the little rainbow. Boop. Yeah, he hit this tiny thing. I mean, I don't even know if you can see it. It's basically just a little hook with a little bead and some red thread on it. I have caught some of my biggest brown trout on this little thing. And so it's really one of my go-tos, especially when I'm doing a three fly presentation. It is a go-to. And he was up here in this kind of calmer headwater before this run. So let me try up here again. See if there's a bigger brown home. Oh my gosh, you got one. So this spot just seemed too slow, really, but I said, you know, screw it. I've actually been kind of catching them in the slower sections, and here's brown trout number 2. Not as big as the first one, but beautiful. And I've caught, I think, 3 rainbows. Look at this guy. Beauty. Beautiful. The spots. Goodness gracious. I'll let him on his way. Bloop. Thanks, buddy. Oh, that's a bigger fish. That's a much better fish. Oh, I thought I was hung up on a rock. Nice brown, nicer brown. Come here, baby. Yeah. Sweet! Oh golly, splash my face. So that is more like that first one I caught. Beauty. Much better caliber brown than I've kind of been catching. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Gosh, I thought I was hung up on a rock because he hit right by a rock. I thought my fly had gotten into the rock and then it started pulling back. Look at the spots on this fish. Whew. And so this fish, y'all, also hit the little tiny RS2. I tied it back on. This is actually a slightly different one. It may not even be an RS2, but I just don't know enough about it. It's close enough. It's freaking tiny. And like I said, some of my biggest browns ever have come on the smallest fly I own. And this guy might be big fish of the day. And same thing. We'll let her go. Thank you. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And there she is. She's just hanging out right there. Just sitting in the current, getting a little oxygen. See her? Still hanging out there. She wanted to be on YouTube. It's working, y'all. Oh, and look at this. This right here is the husk of what's called a stonefly. That is a flying insect that lays eggs in the river, and it turns into that when it hatches, and then that thing hatches and it flies off. And so that tells me that I do have stonefly flies that would be worth trying in here. I may put on one of those here in a bit, a little something bigger, and see if the bigger browns are eating those stoneflies. That's good intel right there. You know, match the hatch. That's really a fly fishing thing that bass fishermen adopted. And they're talking about bug hatches, and the stoneflies apparently are hatching. Good to know. Oh. What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Getting some more?
Any luck? Yeah, a couple.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, look at the otters.
Oh, cool.
They're out.
Yeah, right. That's what I was
Yep.
just thinking. Yo, check out this. Oh, he went under. Oh, there he is. Big otter just came down, which these guys next to me just said, oh, there go all the fish, because these guys terrorize the trout. That's what they feed on. But yeah, a lot of times you see that, you need to just kind of move on to another spot, because all the fish, they'll get lockjaw. They get scared. Whew. All right, take a little break in the shade. This is a stonefly. If you could tell that little husk, little casing that I found, it's this shape. So this guy I'm gonna put below a bigger dry fly. Nothing's hitting the dry fly anyways, but this will float this. And then I think instead of the little RS2, I'm gonna use that nymph that I had in the middle before. Really with the hope of not catching too many more of these little baby rainbows, but trying to target bigger browns. I've seen 20 stonefly casings, a few of them crawling around on the rocks. They are definitely hatching right now in a big way, and I gotta believe these brown trout, it's just like a big, juicy, protein-packed meal. So, found a tiny bit of shade, pretty much the only shade that I've found so far. So it's gonna take me a minute. I gotta tie all 3 flies, but we're gonna do that. Now I'm gonna leave the other flies all kind of together and intact in my little pack here, so that if this doesn't work, I don't have to retie all over again. I can just swap out these 3 flies for the original 3 that I was using. See if we can't weed through the small guys and target some bigger fish. Oh, look, I'm hung up in that fish's, look, he's eating the dry fly, but I'm hung up with the nymph. Wow, that's the first one that's actually hit the dry fly. And I'm hung up. Dang it. That was a small trout eating that giant dry fly. Here I was thinking it was too big. That was one of those tiny little rainbows came up 4 times and tried to eat this huge hopper. That was surprising. He was like too small to get it in his mouth. That tells me that maybe that dry fly is not just afloat. Got him. Got him. Got him. Oh, airborne. Looks like a brown. Oh gosh. Oh, he's going nuts. And he's also not on the stonefly. Nothing has hit the stonefly yet. So that theory's seem a little suspect. But there's another brown. I haven't caught one in a little while. Really haven't caught, I haven't caught a brown since I switched to the stonefly, which I switched to hoping to catch more browns. So luckily that fly on the bottom is still working. Beautiful little brown. First one in about 20 minutes. Look at the spots. Ah, just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Bloop. Well, stonefly theory, jury's still out. But I don't know how many bigger browns are in here, and so may just need to wait till we get it in the right one's face. Whew, you guys, brutal. Just came across a guy that was hiking and he had a little spinning rod, and he was saying, he's like, I'm over it, man, it's hot. But on the river, even though it's just 3:30, the shadow is coming like halfway across the river. That's because it's about to set behind that cliff, and I'm gonna be in shade here in like 15 minutes probably. It is very close to going down. So I've got a long way to go back up that way. I probably made my first cast at 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30. It's 3:30 now, so in a couple hours I've caught at least a dozen trout. I mean, I quit filming the little baby rainbows. Yeah, I'm about to be in shade. I'm super stoked for that. I also think that that means the way back up, it's gonna fish differently, right? I mean, now suddenly it's gonna be shaded rather than bluebird skies, super sunny water. So I'm hoping that means maybe they'll start eating dry flies. These bigger trout in any system of water, they're kind of waiting for the easier time to ambush bugs to feed. It's hot, you know. I think that once this thing gets into shade, the bigger trout may be more likely to be on the feed. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother filming any more little baby trout, but hopefully I will see you here again momentarily before I get back to the truck, because that means I've got at least a decent trout on the line. But other than the temperature, y'all, just beautiful, beautiful country out here, y'all. New Mexico, the Rio Grande. Who knew? I've seen it towards where it ends on the Mexico-Texas border, and now I've seen it up here close to where it starts on the, basically on the New Mexico-Colorado border. And yeah, look, just as I was talking, I mean, y'all saw me point a minute ago, the shadow was like here, and now it's here. I mean, you know, right here, it's damn near all the way across the river. So, about to get a reprieve from the heat, so are the trout. Maybe we'll get into a giant on the way back up. Either way, just super fun. I love this kind of fishing. It feels like being a kid again. If you don't fly fish, if you don't know how, you should learn. It's really not that hard, especially this type of fly fishing where you don't have to cast a mile. And it's just so rewarding, like figuring out a pattern, figuring out what these fish are doing. They're so picky. I don't know that they're necessarily smart. I mean, like big brown trout would be smart. They're not necessarily smart. They're just so picky, so finicky that little tiny subtle differences in your fly and your presentation and where you hit the seam, you know, they're just sitting there facing up current, gobbling up flies as they come down. And if you drag it, you know, if you drift it a foot and a half to the left, they may or may not swing over and grab it. You really gotta pick it apart, be patient. It's just a very relaxing, fun way of fishing. Pretty much the polar opposite of kayak fishing in Panama. It's just a treat being out here. Thank y'all for coming along. Again, I know this is different than what some of you guys are used to, what you're normally watching with me, but it's super special, super cool, super technical, and challenging in its own way. And just really a good excuse to get out and hike some beautiful country. I've seen 3 humans since I got out here. Just lovely. Oh, I think something maybe just grabbed it when I was lifting it out. Oh, he hit the dry. It hit the dry. Fish on. Fish on, but I think he's around a rock or something. I watched him come up and hit the dry, but now I think I'm on a rock. And so he's probably gone. Dang it, he drug me into something. but it came up and hit the dry immediately. Oh. Let me check my hooks. I just casted that, and the second it hit the water, I watched a fish come up and bloop, slurp this dry right down. And then I think he got me tangled around something, and then once that happens, they've got leverage. They're gonna come off every time. Man, but hey. Fly fishing is so fun when like you make a call based on just what you think and past experience. It's like, okay, with that sun gone, maybe they're gonna hit the dry. So let's put a smaller, more manageable dry fly on. So we haven't seen any huge fish, and I mean, like second flick with it, a fish eats it in the shade, just like I thought might happen. That was awesome. Didn't catch the fish, but that was still just, it's so rewarding when, something, you know, you say something and then it happens. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about, which with fly fishing, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like an expert, but I have learned from some really great fly anglers from Oklahoma to South Dakota to Colorado, and gonna take a little bit of everything that they've taught me and able to come out here and find some success on my own. Super fun. It's been a fun journey. Where the big girls at? Oh my God, that one was bigger. How did he not get hooked? Oh my God, he's way bigger. And he ate the nymph on the second flick. Oh my God. That was a big brown. That would have been big fish of the day. That was big fish of the day. And he hit the dry and missed it, and then he hit the nymph when I flicked it right back in there, and I had him on. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I saw him clear as day. He was big. He was big. How did he? He may have eaten the stonefly. This was barbless hook. He may have eaten the stonefly. And in his thrashing, he shook it. Oh my gosh, that was a nice brown. There we go. There we go. No way. No way. That was a nicer fish too. He ate the dry. How is he coming off? Oh. What is happening? On the way down, I feel like I didn't miss a fish, and now I cannot keep one on the line. What is going on? Oh my gosh. That was another nice one there. That might have been a bigger rainbow. That first one that I hooked right here was a big brown. Big brown. God, I'm heartbreak. Watch our footing here. Oh, there we go. That's a better one. That's a better one. I saw him flash on it, but he didn't commit, and then he came back for it. This is one for the net. Net job. Oh gosh. Oh! There we go. He gave me a second chance, and I needed it because the first time I missed him. Man, this is a better one, y'all. Better fish. Oh, no! What is the? Oh my God, another one! No, it came out. Okay, now what is going on? What is actually going on here? What the? How are they all coming off? That was a rainbow. That one I had on for a while. Bigger rainbow. And I just can't keep these fish buttoned. I just don't know what the deal is, guys. I mean, That's 4 big trout I've had on the way back, and all 4 came off. I mean, that guy had on for a while, and I mean, I think he was on the stonefly, which has got a barbless hook, so you know it happens. But gosh, 0 for 4 on the bigger fish on the way up. I mean, my theory worked. You know, it was right. This shade has these bigger fish more aggressively feeding. They're hitting the dry, missing it, coming back, hitting the nymph, giving me a second chance. I get them on, and they're all coming off. It's a little frustrating. I'm not too far now from the bridge, from where my truck is, so I'm gonna work this hole a little bit more. I mean, that girl's not gonna eat again. She was on for a while, but that was the biggest rainbow of the day by far. She was about as big, maybe a little bit bigger than those browns I caught earlier. First decent rainbow that I've seen. And then right after, I mean, flipped it right back in and then hooked a little rainbow. Gosh, man, I'm really kicking myself. That brown back there that I just had on for a couple seconds, whew, that was big fish of the day by a landslide. And for whatever reason now, I mean, the whole way down, I don't think I lost maybe 1 fish. And now I can't keep any of them on. Like, what is happening? But it doesn't matter. It's fun just to hook them, you know. Go quick release, conservationist. We'll just act like it's on purpose, but still a fun fight. It's fun just tricking them. You know, getting them to hand, it's good for the gram, but as far as my experience here, pretty irrelevant, actually. I'm like out of water, throat's dry, I'm dehydrated for sure, if you can hear it in my voice, but I can see that around this bend is where the bridge is, so I'm gonna really fish this pretty methodically, and yeah, I'll either see you guys back at the truck, or if I can manage to keep a dang fish on, maybe I'll see you here in a second with a better fish. Either way, now the sun's down, it feels so amazing out here. It's just, how could I possibly have a complaint? Special place, y'all. The land of enchantment. That's what they call New Mexico. And I get it. Oh my God, I got hit immediately. How am I missing all these fish? This is absurd. This is actually absurd. There we go. There we go. It's a little better fish. See if I can keep this one on. Oh gosh, he's getting downstream. Oh, he's not that big. He's not that big, but got him. Another brownie. That's a little one, but beautiful. And I actually got him to the net. It's a nice change of pace. All right, y'all. Well, caught a few more, all pretty small. Missed my chances on the 4 big bites that I had. Kind of absurd. I just could not get one to hand, but all in all, super fun, super cool stretch of river. I definitely want to come back here if I have time while I'm here. But I haven't eaten today other than a couple bananas and a little bit of beef jerky. I really feel like I need to check myself over for ticks. I think we're gonna call it. I can see the truck. This is good looking water right here, but I'm over it for today. Super fun little afternoon session. I was out here maybe 4 hours and caught probably, if you count all the small ones, probably 25, 30 trout. So, time well spent. New Mexico, y'all. The lake fishing was fun. The fly fishing was fun. There's another spot that I want to check out, a different river. So, stay tuned. I also think I still got some fish I'm going to cook up for you guys. We'll see. But for right now, I need to get back, pick the ticks out of my ass, and get some food. See you guys here in a bit. Whew.